Every great life, every remarkable achievement, and every story of success rests on a foundation, a set of principles that guide daily choices, actions, and attitudes. Jim Rohn, one of the most influential motivational speakers of the 20th century, often emphasized that the secret to a fulfilling and productive life lies not in chance, but in structured, disciplined habits. In his teachings, Rohn outlined a roadmap for success that can be summarized in 5 pillars. These pillars are the cornerstones upon which a productive and meaningful life is built. In this article, we will explore each pillar in depth, providing not only philosophical insights, but practical steps to implement them in your own life. By the end of this journey, you will understand why these 5 pillars are indispensable and how you can leverage them to create the life you desire. Jim Rohn famously said, "Your philosophy determines whether you will go for the simple life or the complicated life, the good life or the miserable life." Philosophy is the lens through which you see the world. It is your internal framework of beliefs, values, and attitudes. Without a strong philosophy, your life becomes reactive rather than proactive. You are at the mercy of circumstances instead of being the master of your destiny. Why philosophy matters. Imagine life as a house. Philosophy is the foundation. Without a foundation, no matter how beautiful or expensive the structure above is, it is unstable and prone to collapse. Similarly, without a guiding philosophy, your actions are inconsistent and your productivity suffers. Your philosophy affects every decision you make. It influences how you handle adversity, how you treat others, and ultimately how you perform in your personal and professional life. A strong philosophy leads to better habits, better choices, and ultimately a better life. How to build a productive philosophy. Read and learn continuously. Jim Rohn often stressed the importance of self-education. Books, seminars, mentors, they shape your thinking. Invest in knowledge daily. Adopt a positive mindset. Focus on solutions rather than problems. Your philosophy should be one of possibility, not limitation. Reflect on your values. Identify what truly matters to you. Money, health, relationships, integrity. Clarity in values gives direction. Model successful people. Learn from those who have achieved what you aspire to. Their philosophy can guide your own. Practical exercise. Take 10 minutes each morning to read an inspiring quote or passage, then write down how it applies to your life today. This practice strengthens your philosophy and primes your mind for productivity. While philosophy forms the foundation, attitude acts as the engine that drives your life forward. Jim Rohn said, "Your attitude determines your altitude." No matter how well you plan or how capable you are, a poor attitude will sabotage your progress. Conversely, a strong, positive attitude allows you to tackle challenges with resilience, transform setbacks into opportunities, and inspire those around you. The role of attitude in productivity. Attitude is more than just a mood. It is a conscious choice in how you respond to circumstances. A productive attitude manifests as optimism, believing that solutions exist even in difficult situations. Resilience, bouncing back from failures rather than giving up. Proactiveness, taking responsibility for actions instead of blaming external factors. Jim Rohn emphasized that the same event can produce vastly different outcomes depending on your attitude. Two people may face the same challenge. One sees a problem, the other sees an opportunity. Cultivating a productive attitude. Practice gratitude daily. Recognize and appreciate what you have. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. Surround yourself with positivity. Avoid toxic influences. The people and media you engage with shape your attitude. Affirm your goals. Start each day by affirming your intentions and visualizing success. Positive self-talk rewires your mind for action.
Reframe challenges. Ask, what can I learn from this, instead of why me? Practical exercise. Each evening, write down 3 positive things that happened during the day, no matter how small. This trains your mind to focus on opportunities and growth.
Knowledge without action is useless. Jim Rohn said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." Activity is the pillar that transforms philosophy and attitude into tangible results. Productivity is not about being busy, it's about being effective. The key is to focus on high-value actions that move you toward your goals. The difference between being busy and being productive. Many people confuse busyness with productivity. They fill their days with tasks but never make meaningful progress. Productive activity is deliberate and goal-oriented. It requires planning. Identify key tasks that align with your long-term goals. Prioritization. Focus on what matters most, not what seems urgent. Consistency. Small, repeated actions compound into significant results over time. Strategies for effective activity. Time management. Use tools like calendars, task lists, and the Pomodoro technique to structure your day. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Ensure that your efforts are purposeful. Eliminate distractions. Limit social media, unnecessary meetings, and multitasking. Review and adjust. Weekly reflection on what worked and what didn't keeps your activity aligned with your objectives. Practical exercise. Start your day by writing down the 3 most important tasks that will bring you closer to your goal. Focus on completing these before anything else. Knowledge without action is useless. Jim Rohn said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." Activity is the pillar that transforms philosophy and attitude into tangible results. Productivity is not about being busy, it's about being effective. The key is to focus on high-value actions that move you toward your goals. The difference between being busy and being productive. Many people confuse busyness with productivity. They fill their days with tasks but never make meaningful progress. Productive activity is deliberate and goal-oriented. It requires planning. Identify key tasks that align with your long-term goals. Prioritization. Focus on what matters most, not what seems urgent. Consistency. Small, repeated actions compound into significant results over time. Strategies for effective activity. Time management. Use tools like calendars, task lists, and the Pomodoro technique to structure your day. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Ensure that your efforts are purposeful. Eliminate distractions. Limit social media, unnecessary meetings, and multitasking. Review and adjust. Weekly reflection on what worked and what didn't keeps your activity aligned with your objectives. Practical exercise. Start your day by writing down the 3 most important tasks that will bring you closer to your goal. Focus on completing these before anything else.
Activity alone is insufficient without assessing outcomes. Jim Rohn stated, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." Results are the feedback mechanism of life. They tell you whether your philosophy, attitude, and activity are aligned with your goals. By evaluating results, you identify what works, what doesn't, and where to adjust. The importance of measuring results. Without tracking progress, you are essentially navigating in the dark. Results provide clarity, understanding if you are on the right path. Motivation, celebrating milestones, fuels momentum. Improvement, learning from failures refines your approach. How to track and improve results. Set clear metrics. Define measurable outcomes for your efforts, whether in business, health, or personal development. Review regularly. Weekly, monthly, and quarterly reviews keep you accountable. Celebrate success. Recognize achievements, no matter how small, to maintain morale. Learn from mistakes. Analyze failures not as setbacks, but as opportunities to improve your system. Practical exercise. Create a results journal. For each task or project, record what was done, the outcome, lessons learned, and the next steps. This habit cultivates continuous improvement. The first four pillars, philosophy, attitude, activity, and results, culminate in the fifth pillar, lifestyle. Jim Rohn believed that success is not just financial wealth, but a holistic quality of life encompassing health, relationships, personal growth, and contribution. Designing a productive lifestyle. A productive lifestyle balances all areas of life. Key elements include health, physical and mental well-being are non-negotiable. Exercise, nutrition, and rest fuel productivity. Relationships. Invest in family, friends, mentors, and community. Strong relationships provide support, encouragement, and fulfillment. Financial discipline. Live within your means, save, and invest wisely. Financial stress undermines productivity. Personal growth. Commit to lifelong learning. Attend seminars, read books, and acquire new skills. Contribution. Give back to society. Helping others creates purpose and satisfaction beyond personal achievement. The role of balance. Jim Rohn said, "Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present." A productive lifestyle is not just about working hard, but also enjoying life's journey. It is about making intentional choices that align with your values and goals. Practical exercise. Once a month, conduct a lifestyle audit. Are you satisfied with your health, relationships, and finances? Are your daily habits aligned with your long-term goals? What adjustments can you make to live more intentionally? Integrating the 5 pillars. Each pillar supports the others. Philosophy shapes attitude. Attitude drives activity. Activity produces results. Results guide lifestyle. Together, they form a powerful, integrated system for a productive and fulfilling life. Daily action plan. Morning, reflect on your philosophy and affirm your attitude. Daytime, focus on productive activities aligned with your goals. Evening, review results, journal lessons, and celebrate wins. Weekly, conduct a lifestyle audit and make necessary adjustments. The compounding effect. Jim Rohn often compared success to compound interest. Small, consistent actions, when aligned with the 5 pillars, compound over time, producing extraordinary results. Just as money grows exponentially when invested wisely, your life grows exponentially when your philosophy, attitude, activity, results, and lifestyle are aligned. Conclusion. Your roadmap to a productive life. The journey to a productive life is not easy. It requires discipline, patience, and persistence. But by focusing on these 5 pillars, you can create a framework that guides your daily decisions and actions. Remember, philosophy, build a strong foundation of beliefs and values. Attitude, cultivate positivity and resilience to drive action. Activity, transform knowledge and attitude into focused, goal-oriented work. Results, measure outcomes and refine your approach for continuous improvement. Lifestyle, design a balanced, fulfilling life that reflects your achievements and values. Jim Rohn's teachings remind us that success is not about luck or circumstance. It is about deliberate choices and consistent effort. By embracing these 5 pillars, you take control of your life and create the conditions for lasting productivity and fulfillment. Your life is your masterpiece. The question is, will you build it on sand or will you build it on rock?